I'm freshly back off of a Vegas trip, you guys. So I wanted to pop up here and talk about this because the latest, news on, that's out here in these social media streets that I've been seeing all week. I wanted to talk about it. So I'm just going to briefly bring this to y'all. So y'all see the title. I want to play a few video clips about this whole Meg Thee Stallion situation with Tory Lanez. I talked about it before. Listen, y'all know how I feel. I don't believe Tory Lanez shot Meg Thee Stallion. I don't believe that. And why? Because I'm looking at the evidence and I'm looking at what's out there and I'm using logical sense. But now there's video, proof of what was suspected back then. A lot of us were like, wait a minute, what, did she get shot? Allegedly. I'm going to say allegedly, but that's just for YouTube's sake. But back then I was like, she said it was glass. And then she turned around and said she got shot. And then she was adamant about the fact that he shot her. And then all of the other stuff that transpired after that, it looked a little sketchy and suspect to me. So now here we are, 5 years later, and we're still talking about this case. And this man, life has been attempted to be taken away. He's in jail serving a 10-year sentence on something that he allegedly did not do. And I can only, all I can think about is, hey, if that was my son and he didn't do this, I would want justice for him. Or if that was anybody who was lied on, allegedly lied on, or, set up allegedly or whatever, I would want justice to be served. So I want to go ahead and play the first clip for you guys. Here we go.
She's calling out all Tory Lanez and his fans, stating that why do they keep on constantly saying that she's lying, trying to say that he's innocent when he's not. She said he ain't dare to take the stand, he ain't never denied popping her, he did it. And that she is the Megan Thee Stallion. What does she have to lie for? That Tory needs to sit in jail and do his time. Now, fans called her out for not calling out her fans for making a GoFundMe for a pet /
Right. And the King 948. Yeah, the GoFundMe for the guy that stabbed Tory Lanez was just ridiculous. To me, that screams hate and vitriol. That screams that you hate this person so bad. Y'all don't care about his well-being, that even, they don't have a heart, like to say, damn, even if you thought he was guilty, right? You don't want to see the man dead, right? That's how I feel. Like, but there's so many people out there who seem just so hateful and just so, they don't care what happened to this man. And I'm just like, wow, this is some crazy stuff, for real. But let's continue, y'all.
They also went in the comment section stating, why does Kelsey have immunity? Why is there 5 different videos of her changing her story? She even had to turn off all her comments because the backlash is that serious. Also, representatives and other celebrities have stand up and stated, yeah, Tory Lanez needs to be free. The representative called out Newsom, telling him, hey, you need to review this case.
New body cam footage shows Megan Thee Stallion coming up to the police telling them that she stepped on glass and she wasn't shot. There's 0% of Tory Lanez DNA on the gun. There's 0% of Tory Lanez DNA on the magazine. There are no Tory Lanez fingerprints on said firearm. No other gun residue tests were performed on anybody outside of Tory Lanez. Also, Kelsey, her friend, was given immunity to testify. And you're telling me I'm just supposed to believe this is case closed, he shot her, and this is protect black women and all the different type of shit, all this different type of bullshit y'all trying to run with these crazy weak ass narratives. Whole time this was a drunk that got into, was the same nigga as her friend, got into it with her friend shot her on accident, more than likely. But we have to go through all of this because don't know how to just be like, hey, I up. This is my fault. I'm gonna take accountability so we don't have to drag everybody else's lives through this slow, agonizing process of getting to a truth that I could have told in 15 seconds. But no, we gonna wait 3 years. I'm gonna keep up a lie during this time, and just for all of it to get exposed down the line anyway. Like, you wait.
But see, this is why accountability is so important, and it's unfortunate that so many women hate to acknowledge it, because it doesn't matter how detrimental the situation is. It doesn't matter. They will lie to the end, and that's very dangerous. And this is why you have to be careful when dealing with certain women, because you could end up in a situation similar where lies are being spread and put on you and your whole life could be jeopardized. You know what I'm saying? So it's not a game. It's not a joke. Let's continue.
Wasted everybody's time but your own, and you losing fans and connections because you would rather lie and look like a hero and look, run with the whole protect black women narrative than to just tell the truth about what happened. You're not a martyr. You're not this historical figure that's, black women aren't protected and I'm gonna be a symbolism of protect black women. No, you ain't. You's a drunk that like and you the same your man. You are not who you think you are.
Megan Thee Stallion, you going to jail. Now everybody know you going to jail. Getting fined, something is gonna happen to you. You think you just got away with lying, told Gail you didn't sleep with the man, come to find out you did sleep with the man, told the world a man stood out over the window and shot you in the foot, come to find out it was a piece of glass, can't find no bullet fragments and evidence, everybody taking your side, now everybody see the truth in you, you can't sell a record to save your life. I almost caught the amount of followers you got, something ain't right. I told y'all from the beginning of time. Y'all seen that post where that lady said, leave Megan alone. No. They need to stay on Megan's. Megan Thee Stallion has been in the headline for years, and she's been putting everybody down and talking crazy about this man, telling everybody this man was he was this, he was that. Come to find out, baby girl, you lied. That man tried to save your best friend from being taken away from her child. That man told y'all. He told y'all. He thought he was going to go to trial and beat the case. No evidence to trace. Come to find out, people was paid off in the process, and look, he almost lost his life in the process. So y'all get ready to stand before that judge because God got the last say so.
According to the testimony, Kelsey fired the gun, not Tory. In the affidavit, the bodyguard says Kelsey Harris confessed to firing 3 shots into the air during the altercation. Tory then tried to de-escalate the situation by pushing her hand down, causing 2 more shots to accidentally fire. Congresswoman Luna then goes on to write, this claim matches the Ring camera audio from the night of the incident. We're going to go over that. 3 shots, a pause, 2 more shots. There is no dance be heard. There is no admission from Tory, only the sound of a chaotic moment. Now that aligns with this new sworn statement. So let's review this video right here. 3 shots. Then this 2. Let's listen one more time. Now, what's interesting about the audio is that between the first 3 shots and then the next 2 shots, there's something that's being said. Now, it either sounds like stop it, but it can also sound like dance bit. But there are people on the internet that's saying that that's the dance B that Megan Thee Stallion said Tory screamed in the moment of firing.
I don't believe it. I'm sorry. I don't believe her. I don't. She lied several times, caught lying several times. So why should I automatically just believe anything that now everything that you say is in question to me or questionable to me? Because if you lied once, why couldn't you lie again? You see what I'm saying? So nah, I don't believe her. I didn't believe her in the beginning because it was too. When the truth is the truth, it's going to be consistent over and over and over and over. There's too many interviews of her saying one thing and this and that. And he thought it was glass, then it was this and this. Oh, and then it's just too much. Let's continue.
It happens so fast, and all I hear is this man screaming. He said, "Dance, bitch." And he started shooting, and I'm just like, oh my God.
To me, it sounds like stop it, all right? So if we listen to the testimony from the security guard, Kelsey starts firing into the air. Tory says, stop it, runs over, tries to put his hand to lower it, and then 2 more shots ring off.
2022, singer, rapper Tory Lanez convicted of shooting performer Megan Thee Stallion after a party at the Hollywood Hills home of Kylie Jenner. Here's the story. They're at the party. After the party, they get into an argument. Lanz tells Megan Thee Stallion, dance, and shoots at her feet like a cowboy movie, hits her. Proof? Testimony of Megan Thee Stallion, her friend Kelsey Harris, and DNA evidence on the weapon that convinced jurors to convict. Pretty simple, right? Maybe not. Turns out that DNA, only a 0.01% chance that the DNA is from Lanz. He's always maintained his innocence. He was sentenced to 10 years, so this is really about the testimony. Lanz, so what happens? So he goes away, recently 14 times in prison. Many say it was a hit, okay? Because new evidence is about to come out. All right, a little conspiratorial, but he was definitely. Lanz supporters believe that the media doesn't care because Megan Thee Stallion is represented by Jay-Z's Rock Nation. Now, I could give a damn about Jay-Z or his company. This just wasn't a case on my radar until now. Why? Anna Paulina Luna. She is a representative from Florida. You see her here on a regular basis. She says she's got new evidence, says it wasn't him. And she joins us now.
Now, she's going to and I'm pretty sure you guys may have seen this already, but this woman is going to just show and talk about what we're already thinking. Because logically thinking people can see that there's some holes in these stories and in this case. And that, people are like, well, look at the evidence, and they found that he was guilty off of information that was either missing or reconfigured. We'll say it like that. Like, there was stuff that wasn't presented in the case. It's things that they didn't do, things that they should have did, and then they came to that. Why? Because people are allegedly saying that this was a setup, that this was something that they wanted to happen, and so they made it happen. Now, years later, we're looking at a lot of information that, they're saying was not presented in court. And on top of that, a lot of people were skeptical about it anyway, because like, wait a minute, which I'll play the video, which is recently being, shared all across social media, which we saw back then where she was hopping on one foot. It didn't look like it didn't appear to be that she was shot, but we actually see that she stepped on some glass, and then she's going to say it herself. So this has to mean something. You know what I mean? This man should not be in jail, in my opinion. It's just my opinion, but let's continue.
Representative APL, it's good to have you.
Thanks, Chris. Happy to be back on. And thanks for taking a look at this case.
No, listen, you tell me to take a look at it, I'll look at it. But why did you look at it? I mean, this isn't your jurisdiction. I don't know you to have any connection to any of these people.
Yeah, so as you know, we are on oversight and accountability. And so this case was actually initially flagged for me by Amber Rose. And the reason why I took a particular interest in it is because of the fact that they actually had evidence that they presented to me in my office that actually disproved the conviction. So as you stated earlier, that 0.01% of DNA, they actually found 4 people's DNA on that firearm, none of which was Tory's. Not to mention there was 0 fingerprints on the actual magazine. And also too, as you said, 0.01% chance. I mean, that evidence in itself should pretty much speak for itself. Right. Also, there's been ring footage that's been obtained that actually disproves the whole dance, Megan. And so what we're seeing is really there was a case of he said, she said. The evidence wasn't actually respected and properly adhered to actually in the trial. And then they also were doing something that I would find pretty wild and egregious. They were actually submitting his lyrics for rap as evidence to the crime. So look, first and foremost, you have to have a free and fair society. That means we need to respect and uphold the justice system. So I actually reached out today to Gavin Newsom's office, and we are requesting an emergency meeting. We're also working with other Democrats, specifically to the California delegation. But I think that this is something that's pretty egregious, that the way that this was handled, the way that it was. I think that it was largely driven by headlines. And aside from the people involved and the parties involved, obviously I take domestic violence, I take this very seriously, Chris. But I also take very seriously the fact that I do believe, based on the evidence that I've seen, that Tory's innocent. And I think that it sets a really bad message when you have someone of his stature, and also to someone that is as influential as he is, that's being wrongfully incarcerated. And that's exactly why we wanted to use our megaphone for a good reason and help get him his pardon, which I think he'll get.
Hold your hands up. Okay? Come on, people catch here with them hands up, hands up. Come on, people catch here with them hands up, hands up. Come on, people catch here with them hands up, hands up. Alright, move back to the sound of my voice. Keep your hands up. Move back to the sound of my voice. Move back. Keep going, keep going. Hey, stop, stop. Move to the left. Keep moving.
Now, this was the night of the incident, and I remember seeing this. She got out of the vehicle, she stepped on some glass, and then she was her foot was hurting because she stepped on some glass. There's nowhere in here where she's claiming she got shot. If she had gotten shot in her foot or feet, because she at one point she said he shot in both her feet. I don't know where that came from, and then it was the foot. She initially said glass, and then she switched that up. I guess to say, okay, no, let's switch this up. Getting out of the car, it shows that she stepped on some glass. You could hear the glass crunch, and she hurt her foot, and that was it. And then let's continue to watch. You can try to listen hard because it's kind of low. The audio is low because it's their body cam. But she literally says, admitted that she didn't get shot. And they didn't ask who shot you. She just said she didn't get shot. It could have been anybody. Let's continue.
Walk back with your hands up.
Hey, walk back on the sidewalk.
Yeah, keep walking back on the sidewalk.
79, Roger, right,
Keep moving back. We're gonna help you.
Keep coming back to the sound of my voice.
That place you can walk. Get on your knees.
and Hollywood, stand by, heading there, look red.
Do you think we're gonna go to jail?
What's that?
Do you think we're gonna go to jail?
I don't know. We're trying to figure it all out. As long as you guys cooperate with us and you guys tell us what happened, we'll go accordingly, okay? But if you guys are not telling us, if you guys are, then I don't think...
I really cannot go to jail.
Okay.
I cannot have that on my image.
Okay. So how did that happen to you?
Glass.
Glass? Where?
Where we were coming from. But I'm not from here, so I...
Okay. I didn't get shot.
Oh, you did it?
No, ma'am. No, sir.
Now, she said, the woman asked her, y'all heard it, just to clarify, she said she cannot go to jail. Are we going to jail? Who is we? And why would you assume you're going to jail? What did you do? What happened? What transpired to make you automatically think, it's like getting pulled over by the police, right? You get pulled over, you have insurance, your license, you good, you don't have the warrants. You're confident in, oh, hold on. So what does it stop for? Because I know I got all my ish together, right? So the first thing out your mouth is not, am I going to jail? Because you got everything straight. So her first thing is, are we going to jail? Because she don't want that on her image. She's worried about her image. Now, all the while, she's supposed to have been shot here, y'all. She's supposed to have been shot in the foot. She should be in pain. Anybody that's, I ain't never been shot, but, close people around me have been shot. And if you get shot, it's going to hurt. You're not going to be able to sit there just as calm and talking about you worried about your image. No, you're going to be in pain and you will be bleeding. So they would have to rush you to the hospital. She said out her own mouth she didn't get shot. People are saying, because she later came back and said, oh, I said that to protect him. Protect him from what? It seemed like you was worried about protection because you was afraid you was going to go to jail for whatever reason. Now, they say that her, and even though eyewitness said it was two girls fighting, and then that the girl pulled out the gun. We're going to get to that. Let's continue.
That the incident occurred? The shooting happened?
Nah, I don't know that.
No?
Bro. I was just trying to help my girlfriend. 1 second, bro.
Stay right here for me, bro.
Let go.
Hey, we got an ambulance coming for her, okay? Hey, bro, step up right here. We got an ambulance coming for her, all right?
Just a quick question.
It's gonna be good.
Do you have any injuries on you? No, I don't.
You need an RN?
Sure. I got to come for your friend now, okay?
Do you want to talk about what happened tonight?
Just trying to get my girl's safety this year.
Your girl to safety?
Wait. No, it isn't. No?
They shot out of the car?
The windows were open, that's why it sounded like either way. Yeah, I didn't really
they were on my side. The girl opened the door. Two girls fighting.
So this is the eyewitness. Now he said the windows were down. Two girls were fighting. Let's continue.
Then they shot.
Okay.
She got out of the car and crawled over.
Then the gun. Then the girl shoots into her. So the driver's door's open.
And you're seeing the girl shoot?
Can I help you? I think, is it this house?
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
So you see the girl doing the shooting?
I
see what appears to be the girl standing here and shooting into the car. That's what it looked like to me.
So basically he's saying, you know, he saw the girls fighting, so they were fighting. There's also footage of Kelsey all scratched up, legs all scratched up. They said she had wounds on her and stuff like that. But so who did that? So we got to believe that was from them fighting. So that's why Meg allegedly was worried if she was going to be arrested, because they were fighting. I mean, using your brain, if you just put aside who these people are and you're not, you know, trying to, because you like Meg Thee Stallion so much and you're a fan, if you just throw that out, look at the evidence and what's there, you would see something's not adding up. This was crazy, y'all. I personally think free that man. And on top of that, the fact that they trying to get rid of him too when this information first came out, which to me speaks more to the fact that they didn't want this truth to come out, and they want that man, they don't want to have to deal with him. He got to go because a lot of people allegedly lied about this case. Anything that would prove that the man was innocent, they didn't want that to come out. All of this was crazy. I said Timu lawyer, because if you had a good lawyer, he would have done way better, and Tory probably wouldn't even be sitting in jail. That's crazy.